Good morning. This is Bobby Dupre with the Bobby Dupre Show, presented to you each Thursday morning at 7 a.m. and that's the first viewing. And of course, we were very fortunate that we were able to run the program several times on the television and internet portion of the programming. The radio portion, which is on KSLO and its sister company 105.3 out of Simsport, KSLO, of course. I'm into my 36th year here in Opelousas, 12:30 a.m. on your dial. And the only time you're going to listen to it on the radio is the 7 o'clock edition, and of course on television and the internet. You can view the program on 7 a.m. on Friday also, and then 2 p.m. on Saturday and Sundays, which is really a lot of the, particularly the working people, get in the habit of watching it, and a lot of them in our area make the statement, before I go to Mass. On Saturday afternoon. On Saturday afternoon, a lot of Masses are at 4 o'clock, so it ends at 3, and boom, they're just in time to go to them, dress up and go to the Mass. And we, of course, are happy to bring you the program each week. This is my 36th year, as I just mentioned, on radio, and working on the 11th year on the television and internet portions. And of course, my sidekick here is Andrew Gitros.
Well, good morning.
I'm going to pay you for the full program today, since I've announced
Got my name in early. I get the full pay.
That's right. Press the clock.
That's right. Punch in.
Punch in. Punch in. No, we don't punch in. Thank God we do it because we love it. Y'all give us a lot of encouragement, I might add, no matter where we go in Acadiana. I think you experiencing the same reception. Wherever we go, someone in the group has at least seen us on television and stopped long enough to where they recognize you.
I can stop in a grocery store 3 hours away. When I get ready to walk away, the lady will say, "Thank you, Andrew, for coming." And I have to laugh because I know, where they got the name.
Where they got the name, that's right. But radio is powerful, and television is very, very powerful. And of course, our viewing area is from Morgan City all the way to Jeff Davis Parish, Jennings, Louisiana, and as far north as Evangeline Parish. 9 Acadiana parishes that probably have a third of the population of the state of Louisiana. So a lot of homes, and I'm kind of bringing this out for our sponsors and our advertisers on not just my program, but our TV. Right. Our station here, 22.1, is the official digital broadcast number. We don't use that very often. But anyhow, on the cable, it's different channel numbers according to, if you go to Evangeline, you're on Sudden Link, and they, I think, are channel 10 over there. And you come to Opelousas area, and you're on channel 11. And you go into the Lafayette and Cox cable viewing, that's on channel 9. And I think Allen TV for the Sunset, Grand Coteau,
Port Barre,
Morgan City is channel 10, if I'm not mistaken.
I think so.
And the list goes on, but the internet, of course, everywhere is on the internet, and more people, when I give them the card and I tell them that, they said, we can actually watch you. We live out of your area. We don't even live in Louisiana. I said, don't worry about where you live. If you have an internet connection,
we're worldwide. We're
worldwide. I saw myself in Sweden when I went there for a wedding about 3 years ago. No, she's close to 5 years ago now. And the young lady, I was telling them around midnight over there that I did this show. They could watch me. I took a picture of them, and I thought she was doing some registration or something with customers, and she calls her male counterpart at the counter. She says, "This guy's He's serious. Look at him. He's
There
right
he
here
is.
talking to
On
us
TV.
on TV, but actually on the computer.
Right.
Yeah. But anyhow, enough of that. But we enjoy the programming, by the way, and keep giving us the encouragement. And if you have something that you feel we could use on our program, that's how we build the program. All these pictures and everything kind of gives you an idea of the places we visit and some of our interests, and we're going to have quite a bit of pictures of the Mardi Gras, so we need to get right into it. But before we do that, let's talk about this benefit that's coming up.
We sure can. Over at what's normally known as D's Galore in Port Barre, right there, the red light, the mobile station, it's now called Behind the Fence. I know that Homer, I think they sold it to one of the ladies who ran the business for them. She's taken over. It's called Behind the Fence now. They're having a benefit, their second annual rice and gravy cook-off on March 3rd. That's a Saturday, not this Saturday, but next. And the proceeds will go to help Brittany Quibido. Brittany Quibido's 19 years old from Crotch Springs, and she was involved in a bad four-wheeler accident back when she was about 15, and she's a quadriplegic. They need your help. If you can help so that she can get a van with the lift and everything, it's a big, big help. So you continue to go to college, continue to go to the doctor and all that type of thing. So you can give them a call, Amy Hebert, 308-0276, or any the St. Landry banks. I think you can make a donation at St. Landry Bank as well.
And we're going to be at retreat on
that weekend,
that particular weekend.
We leave on the 1st and come back.
Make sure we keep that, because next week you're gonna keep it. All right.
That's in the good pile.
Okay, that's the good pile. All right. Let's get into a couple of pictures here.
We sure can. Right
okay,
here, right out
and
the gate.
This is Sarah Jane and Jeff Laughlin. And of course, if you go get another picture, we'll show you where we were. We were in downtown Scott, Louisiana. And the next picture is a little bit better. It's a closer up picture. There you go. It shows that they're now open, and that place is
the old Coffee Depot.
Yep, they call it the Coffee Depot. Beignets and more. I went there for lunch. Larry Leger likes to bring me to new places. And certainly this is a new one on the block. They're right next to the old railroad track. I don't think there's a track that might, they still have a track there.
Still a rail. I don't know if it goes all the way through, but it's there.
It goes through. That's in Scott, and that is on, it's located at 902 St. Mary Street, Scott, Louisiana. In fact, I told Carolyn Fakuri yesterday at the Mardi Gras, she came by to get a little lunch with us and visit and kind of get off her feet for a few minutes. She had been dancing all day, and I told her that she likes to go to a new place. I told her about this place, and I ate something a little bit different. It was lunch, a stuffed potato with roast beef with gravy, and I mean
in the potato.
In the potato. You talk about good. It's delicious, and of course the beignets are really good. They made me some, just a little to test. Breakfast in the morning, they're very busy. Noon, it's really a neat place, easy to get to. Give these young people an opportunity and give them a little bit of your business, and tell them Bobby Dupre sent you.
Well, how about this? Before we go to some more pictures, let's jump to some business. Let's hit a couple of sponsors too while we're at it. Benny's Supermarket here in Opelousas, if you want to go by. I know that now Mardi Gras season's over, but Lent has begun, and maybe you're looking to get a little bit of seafood for Fridays. You can go by and get the green salad in the deli on Fridays. It doesn't have any meat on it, but they've got the big chef salad with meat on it during the week, and rice and gravies, and good hearty meals, good a lot of catfish coubillon and fried catfish on Fridays as well during the Lenten season at Benny's. Great beer and wine selection over in there with some of the lowest prices the law will allow. Great meat, great produce. Go by Little Benny's Sports Shack for your nutritional supplemental needs. Some of you starting to warm up now. You can go get your exercise going at Miss Mary's gift shop. And
now that I've lost my weight, I need to go get some of that medication to get that energy to do that walking.
That's right. That's right.
Instead of just talking.
And Carl's Thrifty Way. If you need to get your medicine, go by Carl's Thrifty Way here south of Opelousas on South Union Street. They can help you with your prescription medication. They can help maybe cut your price with some of the generic type drugs, over-the-counter type medication. They'll take the time to deal with you. answer those questions that you have that maybe you didn't get a chance to ask the doctor. You know, my stomach gets upset when I take this medicine. Is that normal? The pharmacist there knows a lot about the drugs you're taking and help compound multiple prescriptions to help you out. And a great gift shop there as well. Now, you want to go back to some more photos, or what you want to do?
One more sponsor.
Oh, one more sponsor? I can do that. Let's go with, how about Dixie Storage? All your storage needs, personal and commercial storage in the Port Barre area, Washington, Annapolis. They've got huge warehouses with big loading docks, railroad spur access in Port Barre with certified scales. If you're a trucker, you can get your stuff all weighed. They've got...
and if they're interested in finding out if they can handle a specific type of storage or specific unloading idea, ask for Joey Doucette personally. He runs the shop over there, and he'd be glad to give you an idea whether he can or he can't. And recently he built 2 big storage facilities for a major company, one of the Fortune 500, Fortune 10 companies.
Fortune 5, Fortune 10.
Out of Baton Rouge, Louisiana, that have been using his facilities for a long time, but they had a specific need, and they built the storage buildings to accommodate their customers.
They'll also do storage inventory control for you. You know, they'll track what's going in, what's going out. They also have their own little trucking company there as well, Dixie Trucking, that can help move your stuff around, maybe deliver it to some of the local distributors as well. Dixie Storage and A+ Glass. It's their sister company locations in Lafayette and in and in Opelousas, where they'll do your inspections, they'll do any kind of glass work, windshields, home glass, and commercial glass as well. Of course, they did the beautiful job over at Sunrise Fast Cash, right across the street from Barney's. If you go to Barney's to get your cleaning, look right to your right. Beautiful work. That whole front of the building.
Front of the building.
Gorgeous.
Okay, right. The next pick is 2 of my classmates here. On the left is Kay and Butch Lazaro, and of course both of them we all grew up together and graduated from Opelousas High. We won't say when. And Butch's sister standing next to him, Denise, and her husband Paul Boutier, and Paul and Denise live in Opelousas, but he's an architect and works out of the Lafayette area, where he's been maybe all of his life. And this is a bar. They just opened another little bar downtown in Mamou, Louisiana. It's a little sports bar, and the gentleman that was telling me about the bar is T. Ed Manuel's son. I think it's Gregory is his first name, but anyhow, everybody knows him over there.
KSLO will see you on the other side of 3.
In Mamou, and he was telling me that the bar in this particular little new bar came from the Elbow Room downtown Opelousas, across the street, and it was kind of tied into part of the old Waldorf Hotel.
Near the courthouse.
Near the courthouse. And I won't tell you, when I write my book, I've got a story about one of my started my first business as a bail bondsman started because of this little bar room right here.
I've leaned on that bar in more than one location that it's been.
And
let's just say it that way.
Yeah,
it has moved.
Yep,
it was a big, beautiful bar that they've cut sections out, so you can find pieces of it here and there.
It's a beautiful, beautiful bar, and they've put it together like it was. And I went in to check a sign that I saw, Federal Building. It's tied in to the post office, but it's
in Mamou.
In Mamou. I'd imagine that little section that's a part of this was built at the same time, possibly during the Edwin Edwards, when he was congressman. He probably had a little branch office there, or T.A. Thompson from Ville Platte, maybe, but more than likely it would have been, because T.A. Manuel and Edwin Edwards were very, very close, and of course that's not far from where the infamous Clyde Vidrine is from, Point Blue there, right near Mamou. So anyhow, talk to this gentleman standing in the door here. He's an employee. And this is Mike Williams, and got to talking with him, and he's from Opelousas, Louisiana, has watched the program. Good morning to you, Mike, or maybe good afternoon if it happens to be Saturday or Sunday.
Right.
There was a lady came in, she bought a money order. She was sending it to help defray some cost of a funeral of, I think, a nephew or a niece. And so I handed over a little cash contribution to help out. And Mike told her, it made me feel good. He said, "Madam, take that money because he likes to help people." You know, that made me, and I told him that. I said, "You just made my day, Mike. Thanks."
And a picture?
And
that's not a new one.
No, we figured